Last week, we told you we were moving to Bangkok. We had the plan, we applied for our dream visa, and then we got the email. Denied.
But we aren't gonna let a little paperwork nightmare stand in our way. We have changed our plan. We've got a brand new visa. And today we're going to be answering all of your most asked questions about how this move is actually happening while we attempt to pack up the rest of our lives.
To give you the full backstory on what we just went through to get a visa for Thailand, here's past Evan from a few weeks ago.
All right, I guess it's time to kind of document the process and what's going on with us, because last you saw us, we filmed this video announcing that we're moving to Bangkok, and that has been the plan for as long as I can remember. I mean, since we stepped foot in Bangkok, I was like, I want to move here. Thailand offers this incredible DTV visa for digital nomads, and we thought we would apply. We thought we would get it, and unfortunately, after going back and forth, we have been denied. We even went so far as to get married because we were told that it was easier to get the visa if you were married. So we did that, which we need to do anyways. It's been 8 years. And then in the week that we got married, they changed the rules, which is pretty typical for Thailand. So we have been denied that visa. So our next plan is to apply for a 6-month visa. We're really hoping that we get that. We're doing that this weekend, and that will really tell us what the next year is going to be like, because we have, like I said before, been planning on moving to Bangkok. It has been our dream to live there. And right now it's just kind of all up in the air.
All right, so I just came down here to work out and I wasn't paying attention to my emails, and all of a sudden Lemon came down and was like, did you see the email? Did you see the email? Your visa's been approved. And I immediately started crying. I'm just so happy. So now we just have to wait and hear back from his. If anybody's wondering, this took like just over 24 hours to submit everything, and it went so quick. I can't even believe it.
Now that you're all caught up, let's get into the questions you guys sent in while we finish clearing out this studio.
So why Thailand?
Why not Thailand? Just love everything about it. Street food, the people, there's always something going on. Whether you're going to the beach or the city, and it's the land of smiles, so all you have to do is walk in, say sawadee krap, and smile, and everybody's friendly to you.
Oh shoot.
What are you most...
What's your question?
What are you most excited about?
Oh, let me tell you all the things I'm excited for. My number one thing I'm excited for is just to have a better quality of life. I mean, we all know, or maybe you don't, that Thailand is super affordable, but there are just things that we can afford to do there that are never in our budget at home, and I miss them. Like, I want to get my nails done. I want to get an hour-long massage for $10. I want to get beauty treatments. I like to go shopping, and those just really aren't things that we do at home because we're always like saving for travel. And then obviously the food, you guys know we love to eat and drink. That is like the main focus. Every time someone asks us why we're moving specifically to Bangkok, I say to eat. What are you guys gonna do while we're there? Eat. And they're like so confused, but the food is just so good. You can find anything you want, any kind of cuisine at any hour of the day on any street in Bangkok. It is food heaven. What are you doing with all your possessions, and what are you bringing with you?
Actually, we don't have a lot of possessions. You're looking at most of it right here. So we're gonna get rid of everything we don't need, and then the rest we're just gonna put at Evan's dad's house, my new father-in-law.
That's right, we got married. Any woman who's been to Thailand before already knows that the most important thing that you can bring is tampons. These are incredibly difficult to find in Thailand and in most of Southeast Asia in general. They just don't use them, so they're few and far between. So I'm actually bringing 2 full boxes. The other things I'm bringing, besides like the usual clothes and whatnot, I have stocked up on a few essentials. I've brought several bottles of body sunscreen and face sunscreen. Yes, I know that they sell these things in Thailand, but they tend to be pretty expensive, and I have really sensitive skin, so I wanted to bring exactly what I know will work and agree with my skin. I also doubled up on makeup. I bought, on Black Friday, I purchased like 2 of the same foundation, 2 of the same concealer. Again, they do have Sephora's in Thailand, but I just like to stock up and have my own stuff. And another big thing that I recommend for the ladies with the larger chest, bras are also very difficult to find there in our size. Like, you can definitely go to Victoria's Secret, they have those there. But if you're looking for, like, you know, just something a little more affordable, it can be really hard to find those things in your size. So I have stocked up on bras. Are you bringing any bras, Nate?
No bras for me.
That's really it. I mean, this whole suitcase is filled with toiletries. I just stocked up on everything that I love. So I have enough for the whole trip. So what are you most looking forward to in Bangkok?
Definitely the food, but also getting to the food, because there's so much chaos on the streets there in Bangkok that there's always something going on. And every time you turn a corner, there's always like something to take a photo of or something that catches your eye that's interesting. But once you get to the food, then you gotta have your spice level ready.
Because the food's really spicy there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, even if you say less spicy or a little spicy, it's still pretty spicy.
How spicy do you like it?
I like, not quite Thai spicy, but pretty close. What do you do about health insurance? You just pay cash for everything?
Oh, good question. So it is affordable from a Western standpoint, like when you compare prices of what it costs to get things done here to Bangkok. It is affordable to pay cash there. However, for catastrophic insurance, you're gonna need something, like in case something crazy happens. So we actually don't recommend traveling without travel insurance, and we've been using Safety Wing since we left on our first trip in 2022. It's super affordable. You pay monthly and you can cancel at any time. It's very convenient. You don't have to like add in all the different countries or like change your country, let them know you've moved, whatever. It just follows you wherever you go. And again, it's very affordable. So we'll leave a QR code on the screen and you guys can check them out and make sure that you have health insurance for your next trip. Why are you making that noise?
I don't got my Asian squat down yet.
What are you most worried about with this move?
Well, with the different visa, right now it's the length of stay we can stay in a condo. So they mostly do 1-year leases. So we got to figure that out, like a short but long-term like rental agreement. So it's up in the air right now.
Yeah, because the month-long leases, or rent, I guess you can do on Airbnb, they're like $750 is like the minimum. And if you were to do a 1-year lease with that same condo, it'd be $350 a month.
Yeah.
So that's our hurdle right now.
You got to pay like up front and the deposit. So for only 6 months, it's not really worth paying double. So we got to figure that.
Yeah.
Do we have a set amount of time we're staying?
Well, where's the dang zipper? That's a good question. We would like to stay there forever. No, again, like with the visa situation, we can stay up to 6 months. With an extension, we can turn it into 9 months. If it were up to us, we'd stay for the rest of the year and then come home for Christmas and then go back. But we're hoping to really up our YouTube game and hopefully make some more money this year so that this time next year we'll be just visiting the States and going back to Thailand, and we'll have the DTV visa. So that is our goal.
Are you required to work under the 5-year visa?
Actually, yes, you are. And they are going to ask for proof of income for that visa. So you basically, it's called the DTV visa, which is the one we were applying for. And you literally have to show them, like, what did they ask us for? Like contracts and payments and invoices that we sent to companies, our bank statements for the last 6 months. Like, it was very in-depth. So they definitely want to see an income, and it can't be coming from Thailand. And I feel like actually that's the #1 question we get asked on the daily when we talk about our move. Like, oh, are you gonna work while you're there? Well, it's very, very difficult to get a job in Thailand because they do this smart thing where they reserve all their jobs for the Thai people. So unless you have a really specialized skill in like cybersecurity or IT, that kind of thing, it's really difficult to get a job with a Thai company. Also, the other big thing is that the wage difference is so big. So For example, here in Arizona, I'm a server, so I make a base rate and then I get tips on top of that. So when people ask, oh, are you gonna go like bartender serve over there? It's not the same. Number one, they don't get tips. It's not the same kind of tipping culture. And number two, they're usually paid like a flat fee per week and they work like 10-hour days, 6 days a week. Like a lot of the servers we talked to, remember, they were getting like 1 day off.
Yeah.
So what we know how to do just doesn't translate quite literally over to Thailand. So no, we will not be working. We'll just be doing our YouTube thing. Look what I found. It's our Thai cookbook. We took a we took a Thai cooking class in Chiang Mai when we were there for a month last year. And it was so fun.
The Thai Aka tribe.
Yeah, there's actually another way you can get the DTV visa. It's called this by doing soft power activities. One of them is taking a cooking class, and a lot of those cooking classes go like 6 months to a year, and then you can secure your 5-year visa. Maybe we should do that.
Or maybe we should do Muay Thai.
Maybe you should do that, and I'll do cooking. So moving day didn't go very well. Definitely not to plan. We hired a U-Haul. We scheduled to pick it up like at a U-Haul location because we knew it would be easier. And then we got a phone call and they were like, would you like to pick it up at this location 2 miles away and we'll give you a discount? And we were like, money, free money, sure. And then we got there.
And it was at a smoke vape shop with a couple of trucks in the parking lot. Not in the best neighborhood. And then the smoke vape shop where we're supposed to get the keys at wasn't open. It had a big padlock on it. Supposed to be open at 9. It was like 9:30 by this time.
Yeah, and then we're like homeless people. Anyways, it was just like it wasn't a great thing. So I called U-Haul. They're like, okay, we'll get you in at this location, which was the original place we were supposed to pick up the moving truck at. So we take an Uber over there. She's like, the gas mileage is on E, is that okay? And we're like, whatever, we'll just go get gas.
Yeah, we need to get going.
And we get to the gas station. You pump the gas, you tell them.
Yeah, so I undid the gas cap, put the pump in, started pumping. I was like, man, it sounds really loud and it smells like gas. It was just pouring out on the ground. Thought maybe there was a trick to it, but then Evan looked at it and some nice person had cut the gas line the night before to siphon the gas from the tanks.
Yeah, we'll show that clip now so you can see that. Okay, so we made it, what, a mile down the road?
Yeah.
We went to put gas in, and the gas line has been cut. Right here, you can see it, and there's gas all over the ground. So now we're waiting for roadside assistance to come pick us up, but the lady says it's gonna take too long, so she's gonna come get us. This has been a morning.
Yeah, they haven't even started loading anything up yet.
No, and then she said on the phone when I called her, it was like, she said, oh no, someone must have cut the gas line and siphoned the gas out. But we got it all done in the end, and here we are standing in our empty studio, which feels like crazy to me.
Yeah.
That we moved in 1 year ago today. You guys know we haven't had a place of our own in like 4 years, so this place meant a lot to us. How are you feeling?
Excited for the adventure ahead, but sad at the same time.
Yeah.
All of our memories here.
It was a good time. But you're right, we should be looking forward. We have so many exciting things to share with you guys. In, 3 days, we are moving to Bangkok. It's like crazy that we're even saying this.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys in our next video because we are flying first class, part of or all the way, we'll find out, to Bangkok. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to squeeze the day. Oh, well, I'm not wearing mine.
Let's go.
Oh, here we go, mate. Season 4. Boom, boom. Sawadee-ka. What'd you do?
I was going 4. I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4.